Welcome back to AgriTalk from Louisville, Kentucky, and the 46th National Farm Machinery Show. And joining us now is Harold Workman, President and CEO of the Kentucky Exposition Center. Harold, we were just talking a year ago on this date. People were slipping and sliding getting in here. Now we look outside, the sun is shining. You could get up to around 70 this week. You have to be feeling good.
Well, we really do. You know, the old cliche, what a difference a year makes. In this case, what a different week makes. A week ago, we were in the 20s and low 30s, and here we are, as you say, in the 60s and going to hit 70, and we really enjoy this kind of weather when we can get it this time of year.
You draw huge crowds regardless of the weather, but I would think with this kind of weather, might draw even more people.
Well, we hope so. As you know, the agribusiness or agriculture business has been really good for the last few years, and I think there's a lot of people out looking, and I think a lot of people just want to get out, and this is the first what I would call major show, certainly the first major indoor show of the year. And you know, I think we're going to have not only farmers come out, I think we have a lot of locals that will come out too.
Yeah, people breaking out of cabin fever and then thinking about spring. Now, how many exhibitors this year?
Well, you know, we're locked in by 1.2 million square feet of space, so the number of exhibitors remains about the same, which is in about the 800 category. That fill the entire space that we have here. And we still have a waiting list and have had, even when the economy went south on us, it never really did change this show. It never did really change the waiting list. You know, we maybe lose one or two and add one or two each year.
Of course, a big part of the show, a big part of the appeal is the tractor pulls, and they'll be going on this week as well, and a lot of people look forward to those.
Well, you know, that is kind of the entertainment piece of this show for the evening, and it runs each evening, 7:30 tonight through Saturday night. And, of course, we have a 1 p.m. performance on Saturday. And that's always a popular ticket to have your hands on.
Yeah, it really is huge. And, you know, when you look, every year I'm amazed when I look at what people are wearing. You know, a lot of times you see a college sweatshirt or T-shirt, so you get an idea where they may be from. And especially when you look at license plates in the parking lot, you really draw from quite an area.
Well, we do. Obviously, the bulk of our crowd comes from the Midwest, as you would expect, because of the row crop farming that this show really points to. But you'll find them as far west as California, out of Canada, foreign countries. So we get a wide variety of people and guests coming into this event.
Do you find that as you get towards the weekend, maybe you get more people from town, and maybe not full-time farmers or even part-time farmers, maybe just people out of curiosity might want to come out and look around? Well,
you will, but it'll primarily be on Saturday. Most of your urbanites, I guess you might call them, would be working probably during the week. But on Saturday, we do get a lot of low participation, and I think your exhibitors in this show would tell you the same thing. They see a different crowd on Saturday.
The facility, I mean, it's just amazing. What are we talking about, 27 acres under roof?
That's correct, 1.2 million square feet, and obviously we have stopped growing for a little while. We're about the size that we want to be, about 800,000. That is Class A space, and we've turned our attention to some other activities. Just opened a new arena downtown, the KFC Yum Center, which has been very, very popular. We opened that in October, and so now we have the Expo Center, the Convention Center, and the new arena downtown.
You mentioned that this show has stayed popular despite ups and downs in the overall economy and especially in the ag economy. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think that we have positioned ourselves as being a show that you can't afford to miss. Matter of fact, if you aren't here as an exhibitor, people notice that you're not here. And I think as an attendee, you use this as the opportunity early in the year to come in and really compare and shop. You can compare brands, you compare equipment, you can find things that you know will be here that you only see once a year. And I think you're seeing a lot of that going on. And I think that a lot of people are buying while they're here to be delivered back home.
And I would think this year, as you mentioned, with the commodity prices being what they are, I'm sure the exhibitors are looking forward to doing some business here this week.
Well, we're looking forward to them doing business also. That's what brings them back.
Yeah. So the schedule, you'll go right through Saturday then?
We do. This show runs each day, as you know, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. as far as the show goes. And we'll close at 6 o'clock on Saturday, and then really complete that with the finals of the championship tractor pull on Saturday evening. So it looks like a great week weather-wise. people are really coming in here today, the big crowds already, and we hope that continues all the way through Saturday evening.
Any tractor pull tickets still available?
I can find a couple if you need them.
All right. Thanks, Harold. Appreciate it. Always good to see you.
Thank you.
And I was saying, whoever was in charge of weather this year, they get a raise, right?
Well, I had said that was going to be you, and I appreciate you bringing it in here, and I know the bosses are listening, and I expect you'll get a raise next week.
Yeah, probably double what I got last year, I would imagine. Thanks, Harold. Appreciate it. Harold Workman, President and CEO of the Kentucky Exposition Center. Yeah, the weather is just fantastic. So often it's snowy or cold and blowing when we're here for this show, and the show draws huge crowds despite the weather, but I would just think with this weather being so great that I know we parked farther away this year than we have in the past. All right, we'll talk with some folks from Case IH. That's coming up next on AgriTalk.